What is up, everybody? I am YoBenLee, and this is my year in review. Usually, I do these via Medium, and I distribute it on email. This year, I'm too tired to do it on email or on Medium, and I'm kind of sick. I don't know what I'm recovering from. I've been getting so many sinus infections this year from dust or from surfing or something that's happening here in the environment in Costa Rica. So I just don't really have the energy to do a whole big write-up. And I'm trying to show off my new cool audio video equipment, my new space that I'm working from. So let's dive into 2022. Let's hear how it went. Let's hear the highs and the lows. And share some stuff with me too. I want to hear how you did this year. So I think for starters, it was kind of a shock to see how much certain investments declined, in 2022, how quickly. I think it was around February when, we started to see things with the Russia-Ukraine conflict, how that affected our global markets, business investments that I've been in, namely Web3. Last year was crazy. It was this weird enigma where, everyone made so much money, and it felt odd. Like, why is this happening, the year after a pandemic? And it was all sort of architected in that way. The levers were being pulled and stimulus were being pumped and borrowing was really cheap. And, now things have gotten a little bit more tightened. So I think the first half of 2022 was a little bit of a shock for everyone and their systems. And, cost control, budgeting, making changes, changing strategies and all that. So I was no exception in that case. I moved into a new home that I'm really happy in. It's right on the beach. It's in Costa Rica. I did that in March 2022. I get to walk outside. I get to be completely immersed in a beautiful area, and I could surf in front of my house if I want. I feel very blessed to be here. I also had a lot more focus. I decided to double down on agencies. It's something that I struggled with for so long because, the grass is always greener. I want to be building product. I don't want to be running a services company anymore. And I thought I didn't, and I still don't know if I do, but I'm really freaking good at helping people, and it is my purpose. And most of my experience has been focused on digital services and building and selling agencies. So I decided to say, fuck it. I did 2 different courses. I did a part-time YouTuber Academy with Ali Abdal. I did a Ship 30 course. I joined a Facebook ads mastermind with Jeremy Haynes. So I got a lot more immersed in the world of content development and marketing and personal branding and things that I always had an interest in, but sort of gotten to sharpen my skills this past year, which was great. So I'm really happy about that, and kind of continuing to hone in on that niche of helping agency owners navigate a recession and win despite of economic turmoil, while also not burning out, because it's a very high stressful job that many of us have. So focusing on that and not getting distracted with subscriber counts and followers and things like that was really important. I launched my inner circle. I don't even know how many people we're up to now. I want to say like 10 members, give or take. So that's growing. I brought on an amazing mentor circle. Michael Pritchard, his agency Willow Tree just got sold for $1.2 billion. Will Jessup, he recently sold his for a massive exit to S4 Capital, which is formerly the owner, Sir Martin Sorrell, was WPP. So they're a multi-billion-dollar company, which makes it really exciting for them because they could do a lot more things and acquire other businesses and build their book with their family of companies. And I get to work with agency owners in the inner circle from all over the world, from Uruguay to Argentina to the U.S. It's a really special thing. I'm super excited about how that's shaping up and building community around it, having people here in Costa Rica hang out with me. That's going to be super exciting. Family. Family was a big thing. I've been with my partner for about a year. She has a 3-year-old. I never envisioned myself being like an instant dad. I didn't even really know what that was. Obviously, I know what a stepdad is, and I knew what a stepdad was, but I didn't. I never really, I never really envisioned myself entering into a relationship like that. It's been incredible. It's been really hard too. We don't have the biggest space, and I think families need space to play and negotiate and be free. And I have like a little beach bachelor pad, and that's been hard at times. And navigating my role, I'm really good at writing job descriptions for managers and other people, but when it comes to being a male role model for a 3-year-old, I haven't been able to create my job description or OKRs yet. So I'm still kind of navigating that. It has given me a lot of purpose. It's made me realize I'll probably be a really good dad when I have my own kids. And that, family is a blessing. It puts you in the presence for someone who is really top heavy in terms of just everything I think about, positive and negative, past, future. Kids have a miraculous way of bringing you into the present. So that's been it's been a joy to experience and play that role and expand my relationship with my partner, and practicing being more vulnerable and all those things that come with building relationship style and communication. I feel like I've leveled up my surfing quite a bit. I've also been sick a lot. Health has been something that has been really hard. Physically, I've been getting a lot of sinus infections constantly. There's COVID, RSV. I think I had both. So staying healthy is something that I try to do, but I think I need to do a better job at that. I also have, high A1C running in my genes, which is pre-diabetic. So even if I live the best lifestyle, if I'm not like damn perfect, there's a decent chance I might get diabetes when I'm older, and I really don't want that. So I will likely to have to go to just a very strict keto diet. And, in order to have that kind of discipline, you have to learn how to do your own prep. So I'll be going to Texas actually to stay with my brother for a couple of days, who also has this condition, and he's completely mastered it. He's hacked his own blood sugar and insulin with the help of keto. There's also an amazing Andrew Huberman podcast episode about this. So that's something that I need to do a better job in, taking care of my health, my stress. My cortisol levels have been really high. My blood work in general has been a little sketchy, including my testosterone levels. So making sure I'm on the right supplements, making sure I'm getting enough sleep, making sure, I'm tuning into my body, and, looking beyond Western medicine mainly, because I think we've all gotten to the point where it's not something that, we can fully trust anymore. I think for acute conditions and serious conditions, we of course need Western medicine. But when you have chronic issues or autoimmune issues, I haven't found them to be effective for me, especially through my journey with Lyme disease and other co-infections that I had. Organizing my systems in my life, I do think I've done a really good job. I have a CFO that I'm really happy about, named Mark Disson. I think I've been a better leader. Even though I haven't grown or built a big company, I feel like I'm building smarter systems and building documentation better, and creating my Notion space in a lot more organized way. Finding motivation to do that. So organizationally, I feel like I've definitely leveled up. I've also have let go of a lot of things, the over obsession of productivity and inbox zero and, and Todoist and, all these things that are very toxic. It's toxic productivity. and understanding a little bit more about ego development with my coach, Eric Strauss, and the stage that I'm at, which is, past the achiever phase, the person who doesn't need to go to the motivational conferences or read every single business book or master the inbox just to feel like he's accomplished or he has some self-worth. Um, so I'm kind of more in that spiritual phase now. What's next? What's this all about? What's my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? And coaching has been a really nice transition, and has made me really appreciate the work. I think goals for next year is, I want to do more. I got the itch a little to go back to work. I know it's something with marketing and sales. I want to be an expert in all these tools and Facebook ads. I don't want to just be outsourcing it to agencies and flaky freelancers. I want to understand the science behind a lot of these things and how to create and craft good offers. I definitely want to be out on the water more. I'm working on jiu-jitsu. I want to be practicing more. I don't want to travel as much. Last year I spent way too much money. I went all over the world. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to be nomadic. I want to be kind of planted for a little bit and, feel good about that. I think that's it. I want my family to be happy. I want my friends to be happy. And I want you guys to be happy. So, hope this was a good share. Hope there was some value. As always, love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you next time.